Alright, here goes part 2. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can so I don't eat a bunch of video time up explaining useless junk you don't need to know. Alright, so this is what it's going to look. It's going to look terrible when you get it like this, but that is the actual pile that you're fixing to make. So what you do is, if you've already done your homework, you already have quite a bunch of this stuff right here. Now there's window screen and straws and little pieces of netting and straws and berry containers, cookie containers, old toys. You know those little balloon things you get for your kids and grandkids? You fill them up with a water hose? That's what this stuff is. Just, you name it, it's in here. There's all kinds of styrene pieces from my builds, all kinds of stuff. So once you get a significant pile of this stuff, cut down to about that size. I'm going to do this the easy way, because last time I did this, I did it the hard way and I burned myself. So the name of the game now is going to quite literally hose this entire thing down with hot glue as much as I can get on there at one time. And before it cools, I'm just going to push it into this, roll it a little bit, and work as much of that stuff into the pile as I can. And then I just continue on around, narrowly missing the stuff I've already got on there, and it doesn't really matter because you're going to push it in anyway. No big deal. Still going. And have a bunch of glue sticks ready to go, because you're going to need them. Yeah, we're getting pretty good coverage. And we just continue on. Yeah, this is a lot easier than doing Elmer's glue and trying to rub this stuff in. This is way easier. Kind of like dipping cotton candy. Kinda. I'm gonna pile my stuff up. And I'm gonna go back. Do a quick reload, tactical reload on the hot glue gun here. And I found that just doing lines of hot glue works pretty good. You can pretty much cover whatever you need to cover, just like that. And sometimes you get some stubborn pieces. And you just shove that on there. There you go. Just like that. Of course, when I get this done, I'll go back and try to find the spots that didn't get a bunch of this stuff. And then I'll just fill them in with more junk. This is going to look really remarkable when it's painted. Looks terrible right now, but it'll look better here real soon. I'll share. I use Rust-Oleum Camo Brown. I found that to really be a nice base coat to whatever model I happen to be building that I want to look rusty and nasty. And then hit it with acrylic nutmeg, either with a brush or an airbrush. And then some Monroe weathering powders. I use dark rust on this, or that pile I showed you in one of the videos. Hot dog. I think we're getting somewhere now. I'm going to try to keep all the stuff off the bottom, even if you have to cut it away with scissors, because we're going to be gluing this onto a piece of cardstock here in a minute. Alright, I'm going to work on this side now. And this is basically it. This is how I make my scrap piles. No big deal. You got almost everything you need right in your own home. You got cardboard, you got scissors, you should have a hot glue gun. That's probably the most hard tool to acquire if you want to do this. You already got dryer sheets because you've been slipping on them. Anyway, I got my family to pick them up for about 3 months, and I got a nice gallon-sized bag of nothing but dryer sheets, just for stuff like this. Ow. And just keep on going. This is pretty much it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here because I don't have much battery, I think, in my camera. So when you get it all the way done and all of this coated, just remember to spray it with a can of Rust-Oleum Camo Brown. And then hit it up with acrylic nutmeg and some Monroe weathering powders, dark rust, and you will have a pile that looks exactly like this little guy. And I'll show you how to mount it on a piece of cardstock because I already have a piece of cardstock cut. Before you paint this, make sure you can mount it on the cardstock base. Now this is what takes it all the way down to ground level to where it looks more realistic instead of just a big goofy pile like this. After you get it all the way coated and you make sure there's nothing hanging it up to where it will set flat on any surface, then hot glue this to this cardstock. And once you do that, take hot glue, just slather it all over the place, and then just basically drop that stuff in there until it comes down at a slope and comes to right there at ground level. Looks more realistic. You're just going to need a piece of old cardstock, some cardboard, some dryer sheets, hot glue, and a bunch of junk, and some spray paint. That's pretty much it. That's a simple build that will hopefully astound your modeling friends. I hope so, because this is a pretty cool scrap pile. And that is it. I'm out. I'm going to finish this up and spray paint it, and I guess just set it on my layout. God bless. Bye.